I'm in the Cape Winelands in South Africa, home of some of the planet's greatest wineries. But how many of them can I drink in a day? Let's find out. To get around, I'm going to be using the Franschhoek wine tram, a hop-on, hop-off service that's going to allow me to cover as many vineyards, as many wineries as possible. I'm starting my day here at the Franschhoek terminal here in Franschhoek. It's where the wine tram begins, and it's actually a mix of trams and buses that you can take to get around. It's not just one line, there's a variety of different coloured lines, a bit like a London Underground for people who like drinking. Class. I only got to South Africa last night. I landed at Cape Town about 10 p.m. I can just say, from my early impressions, although it is only now 9:15 in the morning, I don't think I've ever been to as friendly a country. People are so nice. Everyone I've spoken to has been absolutely lovely. This is the terminal here, and in it there's a little coffee shop thing. There's a shop. It's really smooth getting in and out. When you book up, you can book up a chauffeur type transfer thing to take you here from Cape Town if that's where you're staying. And the guy dropped me off, took me to the desk, got my ticket, got my little sticker there, show him on the red line, and we were getting ready to go. Got given a little cup. The Franschhoek wine tram has 5 different colour-coded lines you can choose from, and each line uses a combination of trams and buses to get you around the vineyards. Some wineries are on more than one line, but you need to pick which line you're going to explore when you're booking up. The tram has a great website that will help you decide which route is best for you. If you're not fussed about which one to take, just pick a line at random. Nice first leg of the journey, got a little taste of a wine from Rickety Bridge who are on the way, and that's where we are now, our first stop. Got off the wine tram, got the little wine bus thing. I'm going to go drink some wine. Hello there.
Hey sir, how are you?
Very good, thank you.
Good. Welcome to Rickety Bridge.
Thank you very much.
Lovely. So you can sit upstairs, downstairs.
I'll sit down here if that's all right, thank you. So settled in, I've ordered a grazing platter and a tasting of their Icon range. It was an option of tasting 3 of the fancy wines or 8 of the smaller ones. I think I do need to pace myself slightly for today. The guy did give us a little pep talk on the bus saying, make sure you eat some stuff or it's going to go badly for you, which I admire. At a time when they banned drinking in the London Underground, having public transport where they encourage responsible drinking is class. Key to my survival this is biltong, which is a bit like a fancy pepperami, I think, dried meat. Or is that biltong? What's the difference? It's dried meat, whatever it is. That's so nice. As is that. I'll be honest, I thought it was going to be tiny servings, but that's quite substantial to have 3 of those. I'm glad I didn't pick them on with 8, but we'll fight on. God, it smells incredible. I'm by no means an expert in wine. I like it, but I'm not great at the verbiage in using it, but it smells very blackcurranty maybe? Mega Ribena. So good. Just finished at Rickety Bridge. I think that is pretty good value. It was about 500 rand to taste 3 of their best wines and some lovely biltong and other little grazing sort of snack type things. Generous portions as well, which does worry me slightly for the rest of the day, but we go again. Let's go and try and do number 2. 4 minutes till the little bus takes us back to the tram, and then we're on to Vineyard 2. I suppose I should be saying wineries rather than vineyard, shouldn't I? Like I guess a winery can have multiple vineyards. Is the vineyard the bit where the grapes are? Is it that? that a vineyard? Don't know words. Depending on the winery, there's generally a bus or tram every half an hour or every hour, but it's up to you how long you spend in one place. To just taste a few wines, you don't need to book in advance. If you want a guaranteed lunch at a particular place or enjoy some of the more in-depth wine experiences, it's worth doing a bit of planning. After a brief tram ride and a ride on what I'm going to call a tractor train, I was at my second vineyard of the day, Grande Provence. So I've gone for the oyster and wine pairing here. The man explained to me what they all were, and I've already forgotten, but have a sip of this, eat an oyster, move on. This is an oyster with, it's got spring onion on and other things. Yeah, I mean, it does go together, it's absolutely lovely, and I nearly choked on the spring onion because it was more than I was expecting in an oyster. Lovely. It's a lovely friendly atmosphere on this trip as well, and you're just all in the same boat, on the same tram, just hopping off somewhere, drinking some wine, eating some lovely food, and I'm having lovely oysters. It is a kid-friendly trip, this, if you have got kids with you. And here, got a lovely little playground area for them if they so desire. You know, flying out to South Africa to make a video about a wine tram isn't the cheapest type of video to make, and it wouldn't be possible without the good support of our sponsor, Wine52. Fancy a free case of South African wine? To celebrate my South African wine tram adventure, my old chums at Wine52 are offering you a case of 3 exclusive wines from Breedenkloof. Head to www.wine52.com/Knox wine, pay the postage costs, and you're going to get yourself 3 unique wines you won't find anywhere else. Wine52 is a wine discovery club with a difference. Every month, their expert sommeliers pick a region and curate a brilliant case to send to you. I'm excited to try all of these wines, but I'm in the mood for a Merlot, so I'm going to crack open this one from what may or may not be pronounced Groote Eylandt. Bit blueberry. Lovely dark fruit, smoky taste. I think that'd be really nice paired with some roast beef, although realistically I'm probably going to just pair it with some Monster Munch. When you order, you will have the choice of a mixed red or white case, and as always with Wine52, you get a couple of snacks and Glug magazine, so you can read about the wine you're drinking. If at any point you're unsatisfied, you can pause or cancel your subscription at any time. So what are you waiting for? Head to wine52.com/Knox wine. That's wine52.com, the numbers, /Knox wine, and get your free case now. And let's get back on the tram. So we're getting back to the end of the line on the tram, and now we're going to go and move to the bus now for the next few wineries. It's very exciting. So this is a smaller family vineyard. Go straight in, give a complimentary glass of rosé. Take a seat wherever you want. Look at this. I'll be totally honest, this is one of the best days of my life. I'm on my own, but it doesn't matter, because this is absolutely fantastic. I'd love to come back with my wife, and kids, would they enjoy it? Probably not, just my wife. Kids, if they want to come, they can. But it's stunning, and it's such a lovely way to spend a day. Anyway, Vineyard 3, I'm already 7 glasses down, it's number 8. So let's talk about the cost of this trip. Actually, I think it's pretty reasonable. You pay for your drinks as you go around, depending on what you want to have. But it was, I think, 330 Rand for the day's tram travel, which is about £14 UK, which I don't think is bad at all. when I booked it, I also paid to get a car to pick me up. So basically like a private driver. I didn't know what I was booking. I was booking some kind of transfer. That was, let me see what I've written down, 1840 rand, which is about £80. So, but that was a guy picking me up from my hotel on my own, driving me here and taking me back home at the end of the day. So I don't think that's dreadful. I'm sure there's cheaper ways of doing it if you so desire. You can come in, that's absolutely fine. Yeah, I'm just making a video as I go around, so that's fine. Thank you.
Perfect. So what I did is I brought you the Chardonnay and the Sauvignon Blanc. I want you to choose one of these for your first one. So these two I normally call, they are like twins with different personalities. Very light, very fresh, beautiful, easy to drink. Both of them are matured for 3 months in stainless steel tanks. That no wood contact. That's what makes it so light and easy to drink. I normally say this is delightful breakfast, supper, lunch and midnight snack.
Okay.
Wine. So I thought I'd swapped around the dinner and the lunch, but it fits in whole day, every day.
It works.
Very light, easy to drink. The difference on these two is the Sauvignon Blanc is just sharp and crispy, where the Chardonnay is soft and delicate, but you get the same features of tropical fruit flavors pulling through on your palate. Okay. So which one would you like to try?
Let's go for the Sauvignon Blanc, please. Thank you.
Sauvignon Blanc.
And crisp
My
stuff.
colleagues were standing there now and we contemplated. I'm like, was it the Sauvignon Blanc or the Chardonnay? My one colleague said, that man looks like a Sauvignon Blanc drinker.
Okay, what? I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult.
No, what a coincidence. And you're choosing the
I'd have been happy with either, but wonderful. Thank you so much.
That for me?
I kind of feel like today is how my life should be in general. Like this is what I should do every day. Sit here, while lovely people, lovely knowledgeable people tell me about wines, and I just sit there and drink it in the sun, looking wistfully into the distance. I'm not good at swirling wine. You watch good wine people and they're really good at it. To be totally honest, every wine I've had today has been absolutely lovely. And I know sometimes when you're in vineyards around this, you can get swept away by the moment, but I think they are all genuinely lovely. I remember my wife and I were in France once. We went to like a local vineyard and we tasted some wine amongst the vines and we're going, this is amazing. We'll taste it. Oh, that's so nice. It's so beautiful in the sun. And we bought a case of each, took them home. Absolutely disgusting. Probably the worst thing I've ever done. In fact, we poured them all down the sink in the end because they were that bad. I've never poured wine away, really, apart from one bottle I had once that was corked. But my point is, sometimes you get swept away with it, but these are just lovely, and it's a lovely way to spend a day. Good news, guys, I've got a semi on. Wine number, I'm going to say 9? Tom Gilby, the internet's favourite wine ponce, sent me like I don't know what you call it, a preview copy of his book. So I've been learning about drinking wine and all this, and something it says in there, when you look at the legs, which is the sort of tiers of wine down there, thicker legs normally mean higher alcohol content. These are quite flowing down there, so probably a lower alcohol content compared to some of the others. Great book, by the way. I'm about halfway through, and it's a mix of, I guess, life story with wine recommendations and just a real passion for wine. As I say, I'm not an expert by any means, but I do admire and like it when people are really passionate about anything at all, and his passion for wine comes through, and it does make you want to, I guess, spend the day drinking the stuff. So yeah, great book. I'll put a link down there, but yeah, great book, out this month sometime, I think. Cheers. Just to back up what I said a minute ago, I've just had a 20-minute chat with the lady who owns this vineyard. She's lovely, absolutely lovely, incredibly knowledgeable, telling me all about the situation here. And if it hadn't been for Tom's book, I wouldn't have been able to have such a long conversation about irrigation in vineyards. So help me hold my own in a wine chat where normally I would be quite at my depth. So my vineyard friend, the lady who runs this place, has told me if I walk down here, I can see an ostrich. I'll be totally honest with you, There is never going to be a situation where you can say to me, go down here and you'll see an ostrich. I'm not going to go down there and see an ostrich. So I'm going to go look for an ostrich. Can't see it. Oh, hang on. That'll be an ostrich. God, they're big, aren't they? Big boys. Hey, buddy. How we doing? I feel you're going to take my face off. You okay? God, you've gone small now. What are you up to? I don't know what you're doing, but that is so cool. If I could do that, I would 100% be doing the same. Respect. All right. Just get on a bit. See you in a bit. Just gonna keep doing that, yeah? All right. See you later, pal. Weird dude. Very weird dude. So 11 drinks in, and we're trying to move on to another vineyard. Whilst I've had quite a lot of drinks, I've only been to 3 vineyards so far, but it is, you got to get in, you got to drink, you got to get out. We've still got a bit of time. It's only, what time is it? It's only 1 p.m. That's pretty worrying. 11 glass of wine before 1 p.m. Cheers. Where's that tram? So we're in Lynx Vineyard now. A bit of advice, I would say hold on to your wine glasses because they're quite light because they're sort of this plasticky thing and they did blow away quite easily. I've had a couple of the glasses go flying. They do a tasting menu here and food matching. One of the things they food match, well, 2 of the things, there's a chocolate brownie pairing, different chocolate brownies to go with wine, or there's a bitterballen pairing. And as a keen aficionado of Dutch bitterballen, I think I might go for that. And I might get some chicken wings as well, because I'm aware I've not eaten that much today. Quite windy here now, so I've had to use this bit of wood to hold the glasses down. When you order, you've got, in each place, you've got different options. Sometimes you can just get a glass of wine if you want. You can get a purely wine tasting thing where you try different wines, or you can get wine and food pairings. I've gone for this, which is the bitterballen food pairings. This is a white wine, 14.5%. Like when I was younger, wines were like 11%, and now they're a lot punchier. So punchy wine with a chicken bitterballen, chicken one, a veggie one, a beef one. Let's give it a go. So I'll have a sip of this. Eat this whole thing. It's really good, and it does show that pairing wine and food is a real thing. Like, it can be like, oh, that's nonsense, but that does, I guess, taste better than it would just as its singular parts, if you will. But very nice. Also got some chicken wings, where I've not really eaten today, and a few chips, so we'll survive. 14th glass of wine. This is Mont Rochelle. It's my 5th vineyard. I think it might be the last vineyard because it's getting picked up at 5. That's only 2:40. I'm trying to work ahead. An hour here. I don't think I'm going to fit any more in, but it is Sir Richard Branson's vineyard. He owns this. Let's have a look around, get some wine. I'm 16 glasses of wine down. This might be my last vineyard, so I need to go in style, and I've just seen they've got a 7 wine flight. I'm going to go studs up in the last 10 minutes. See how this plays out. Amazing, thank you. Thank you very much. Just a quick history lesson on the wine tram. The tracks originally were laid in 1904, as a way to help people get their produce to market. And they carried on with steam trains up until the 1970s, which seems quite late, to be honest, because I was born in the 1970s. And I thought steam trains were long gone. Anyway, steam trains then, by the 90s, started to die off a bit. Line wasn't really in use. So the line was abandoned for over a decade until 2012, when the concept of the wine tram was launched. They reopened the tram lines, or the rail lines they had once been, and originally it was just one tiny thing, and now it is a sprawling network of 5 different lines that allow you to cover a huge amount of vineyards. Wine in South Africa started in the 1600s and was quite popular in the early part of the 20th century, but with apartheid, everything obviously got quite closed off, and it lost a lot of customers for obvious reasons. In the 1990s, however, when international markets reopened, that's where this big boom in this area has come, and that's where the wine tram has come to fill the gap. And a lovely gap it is. Look at my little charcuterie plate. Meat. Class 17, by the way. 20 glasses down, and we're now onto the 3 reds here. I'll be honest, ordering 7 drinks in this place was punchy. I thought it was because we were last stop, but I've done the maths. I think I might be able to fit 1 more vineyard in. What a plot twist. Anyway, cheers. Thank you. So on the price, I think this is a pretty good value. 355 rand. It's about £15 for 7 glasses of wine and a little platter of food. Pretty happy with that. Anyway, I reckon we can fit in 1 more vineyard. Let's go racing. Got 12 minutes to drink these. Right, it's 20 to 4. I'm 23 wines in. Even just saying it's mental, isn't it? It's quite a lot. I say again, I know they're tasting things, but they're not tiny tasting things. Regular viewers of the channel will know how much I like skiing, and that I talk about skiing a bit too much on here. But one of the things I love about skiing is the landscapes and how you'll be just going about your day and you kind of get used to it a lot of the time, and then you'll just turn around and you'll look around a corner, or you'll turn a corner and run, or you'll just look up for your drink and you'll see the landscape and just think, my God, this is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. I just had one of those moments I've got that bus there, and I feel this is very similar. I mean, look at this view and tell me this is not the most amazing thing you've ever seen. Well, we're 23 drinks down and on to drink number 24 here, and obviously there are laws around the world about using certain terms, like a sparkling wine can't be a champagne unless it's from the Champagne region. This is the South African equivalent of champagne, so we give it a go. Yeah, absolute class, and I'd say that even if I hadn't already had 23 glasses of wine. Cheers. Wine bus is arriving now, 27 glasses of wine. That's pretty good going. 6 vineyards done, but it's time to get back in my car and get back to Cape Town. There's a wine bus though. Go on, wine bus. It's a great atmosphere at the end of wine tram because everyone's had a few drinks, everyone's happy, just chatting to each other. I think all transport should kind of be wine tram from now on here. So I made it back to Cape Town, 27 wines, that's pretty good. 6 vineyards, that's good or not, it's just a random number in it. Anyway, there'll probably be some more videos from South Africa. I don't know, depends how hungover I am, but cheers everyone.